Woohoo! Hello, how you going? I am extremely excited. Okay, hi all, welcome to the round of Redski's Righteous Readings, where the readings are raw and righteous. Thank you for joining me. Thank you so very much. Gemini, you are the one I've been waiting for, and you are the last reading, not only for tonight's live, but for the connection spread for the month of May. So all the readings will be complete. See, Gemini, I'm really wondering why I'm so sad. Gemini, Sun, and Venus, your baby. So I do have a very soft spot for the Gemini. Having said that, I love all of our beautiful 12 signs equally. You are all my children. But nevertheless, Gemini, feel like the spoiled child that, everyone has to pay attention to out of the 12. So for my gems, this is your connection spread, your love reading for the month of May, your main monthly love. So as I've said before in the other ones, just quickly reiterate it again, roles can be reversed. Don't take what resonates, leave what doesn't. You don't need that additional shit. Life's hectic enough without it. As well as that love reading, Venus placement in natal chart, star sign that holds that placement is the star sign reading you should be reading for you and your person today. That will be the most prevalent messages for you. Having said all that, don't know, don't care, don't want to, all good. Sun, moon, or rising for you and your person, just make sure that what you watch on your side, you watch on their side. AKA sun for you, AKA sun for them, etc., etc. Kind of streamline it a little bit. Coffee is in high demand, short supply, if you know what I mean. It's just the espresso machines don't really think we're up at 5 a.m. now, so, trying to be considerate to the 6 acre neighbours. Akanakas. Yeah, I could be anywhere, man. Okay, nevertheless, we are doing Gemini. So let's hit it. Redski's Righteous Readings. Gemini and their person, the connection spread for the month of May. Venus, Sun, Moon, rising, stars in your eyes, baby. Coming in. Dear spirits and guides, we thank you. We ask what can I emphasize messages for Gemini and their person in regards to connection through thought, feeling, intention, moving together. And then we ask for clarity of that. For Gemini and their person for the month of May 2021. For Gemini. Rising of that sign. It's a real feeling of not wanting to fold together, like cards don't want to unify. I don't know, see? They're like wooden. Stiff as a board. Okay. Three of Pentacles reversed, but that's talking about slowness right there. Nevertheless, we'll keep going, I'll explain it all as multiple cards have been drawn and gifted. For Gemini, please, spirit and guides. Again. Well, that's a mouthful. That's very Gemini feelings. Good Lord. That is a clarification and a I will go deeper. I'm a Gemini and I'm a Gemini's intentions towards this connection towards this person during the month of May. Well, that was firm. Got reversed. Yeah. Okay. Gemini's person now. This person's thoughts towards Gemini. The spirits and guides. Thank you. I'm hearing you never know a true person until after. They say 6 months, but I would say 6 years. You don't really truly know the essence of a person until they say 6 months, but I say 6 years. I don't know who that's for, but that is a very good point, actually, and I would probably almost agree with that too, to be quite honest. Yeah, especially if they're narcissistic, crazyistic, or redsky pictish. Definitely. Because there's deep-sea crazy up in there. With dedication like nobody's business. Oh, look at that. That's some dedication right there. Wands coming through this person's intention and that fight out with some passion too, like a book. Gemini and this person's energy. Ooh, didn't flip though. Coming together, it was the Ace of Cups reversed in there. Coming together, uniting and moving forward. What would the outcome be of Gemini and this person's energy? Coming together, uniting and then moving forward. Outcome. These two cards. Thank you, Spirit. And it granted me my request. Another reading just got this as the ending. If I am not crazy, which I'm pretty sure I'm not. I am sweet, but I am also psycho and wicked. Oh, it is the wicked. The underlying energy was deck, the foundation, skill, working very hard, putting head down, bun up. Oh, it could be anything. Never mind. Working very hard for that pentacle anyway. You're working on that pentacle as my language goes to pot. The Eight of Pentacles is skill and effort. You are talented and you are applying yourself, using your energy, using your gifts, your knowledge, etc., your skill of trade that you already have to really bring in these efforts being rewarded here. So really working until the reward comes. I'm not going to stop making that pentacle. I'm not going to stop devoting time on that pentacle till I'm not working for that pentacle. That pentacle is working for me. And really working hard on that money. He works hard for the money. You know what I mean? Thoughts, Gemini. You're thinking money, honey. Yes, you are. But this is some sloppiness in money. Three of Pentacles reversed. Bummer is the word I would say in a way, because this is mediocrity and pettiness. That consensus that you're not sort of using your skills in the right way, being a bit crafty. You might be listening to outsider's advice as well. Your own experience is not equated as well. So Three of Pentacles normally is mastery, coming together of the three, creating this beautiful masterpiece of just skill, devotion, renowned, blah, 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 perfect, blah, blah, blah. But upside down, inverted, on its head, no, it's not. You could be doing all this masterful bullshit, but instead, what gifts you do have in making this a mastery, you don't give a flying F. You lost the love for it, maybe you just don't give a shit anymore. But there is a consensus here of sloppy, mediocre, and whatever. It's that sort of feeling of, when you have a hard night on the piss. I don't drink anymore, not for a long time, have I? But I have had some experiences with tequila and main off roads. Nevertheless, funny times, not now though. Nevertheless, so what if I've got an early start tomorrow, let's go to the pizza, let's have a bit of a drink, so get some sleep, get a feed in me, I'll be fine. And this you do. You're walking at 4 a.m., you got to start at 6 a.m., your heave ass out of bed after it's still spinning from the night before, and you're like, I got this, I can do this. The moment you rock up at work and chuck all over like the boss's desk, oh yeah, nah, not got this. Looking a little sloppy, looking a little nasty, looking a little smelly. This is kind of a bad analogy, but kind of can work in a Gemini's mind, and I'm doing a Gemini reading, so we're just going to go with it, okay, guys? Three of Pentacles reverse, sloppy, really nasty, could be doing better, but choose not to. You're just on your ass. No class or ass. Yeah, we'll go with that. Feelings. Feelings are abundant here, Gemini. And God, you've got a mixed array of all suits of the minor arcana. Oh, and they're all up and down and up and down. Geez, this is a Gemini's heartbeat here. Look at this little storyline of Gemini's feelings. So I say little, but I'm tongue in cheek. Two of Wands reversed, Three of Swords, and we had Five of Wands and then Seven of Swords. Let's start at the beginning. Two of Wands reversed. Okay, we are feeling. Woof. We are feeling surprise and fear. The Two of Wands, when it's inverted, is talking about your mind is very troubled and your ambitions and pride have misled you. You feel empty, you feel sad, you feel like you've robbed yourself out of a opportunity, a connection, a position. You just feel really shit down. Like what you wanted and what you dreamed is just not even in the chance now. It's like you put the boot in it, so to speak. That's what you're feeling. We're continuing though. Three of Swords. Why are we feeling like this? Why we put the boot in? Why are we like this? Because of this. Just get a drink for a minute. Thank you. Three of Swords. This is, as the card depicts, doesn't take too much explanation, but a real consensus of heartbreak, rupture, sorrow, pain, sorrow, diversion, sorrow, strife, conflict, but do not despair. All your trials are part of overcoming the past. So this has happened and it's trying to gather that acceptance. To understand, yes, this has happened, but we are moving forward to the Wands reverse. Oof, oof, oof. Gemini. Five of Wands reverse is about trickery and disputes. It's about that you may feel that you've failed to use your ambitions to their fullest. Litigation, fraud, or loss may result carrying the burden of mistake, whether it's yours or not. Seven of Swords. Having hope. Starting to get a glimmer of hope renewed, of a new prosperity, a new plan, a new hope. But then realizing that you're facing powerful oppositions. Prudence will overcome dangers and bring success. There's only so much you can do and carry here, and losses may be possible because we can't carry it all. And that's just your feelings. Sadness, heartbreak, trickery, trying to have new hopes but knowing that they probably will fail is the feeling story, and that's before I've even clarified. I love Gemini, they've always got so much to say, even when they don't speak. It's just Mercury just will intentions, and this speaks volumes, Gemini. Ten of Cups reverse the moon is the sign of Pisces. Your intentions, sweeties, is really obvious that with that Ten of Cups, you do feel some pettiness, some indignation. You're being a little baby, a little bit selfish. I'm sorry, Gemini, but you can be pretty selfish. And you might be exploiting the will of others, You might be inviting a little bit of strife through quarreling, through gossiping. You do that too, Gemini. I've been there in my past. Jesus, I've caused some stirs, but stirring the pot, being a bit of a shit kicker, for shits and giggles. You know what I mean? Keep it live though. The moon is backed with that, so this really does speak in a total state, and this is major arcana as well. Hidden dangers, using caution. Watch out for dishonesty, deception, ulterior motives. Everything around you is a little swirly, and you don't want to get caught up in some bullshit. Gemini's really trying not to step in it, while being a little bit mischievous in their own right, but in a tongue-in-cheek sort of manner. The moon is more sort of speaking of actual take you to the cleaners. We are real deceitful, real nasty. The darkness of the world, sort of the underbelly of the girth. It's the nightmares of the night. And Gemini really is sort of taking themselves to the depth of the dark zone, to the gate of the shadow self, to they're really trying to open up. I think you are Gemini. They're trying to open up and understand. here in May. Because we're coming into your birthday month too, Gemini, and that's another reason I brought something special for you. I'll explain at the end. I don't want to digress because we're on something. I do feel as we come into the birthday month when Gemini starts in that May 20, ish day. Whoa, big shift here. I don't know whether it's just because we're coming into your birthday season, but we've got bloody full crazy ass eclipse as well coming through. Sun's coming, of course, into Gemini at that time as well. There's a lot of planetary shifts and or movements. Gemini is having a big year this year with some real bursts of intense knowledge, movement, and or soul searching, soul work, soul deep shit, darlings, deep shit. And you're going to be really examining some deep-seated shit. Really looking at things for what it really is, like the ideal, the reality. What the fuck are you doing, and how the fuck do you fix and bring this shit into alignment? Because I'm seeing the thought process, what you're thinking is going on, but the actual reality, the actual action of what's happening, and nothing even in the ballpark of similar, Gem. You're living in the rosy-coloured glasses. I don't know what you're seeing, but what's going on and what's happening, it is just there. It's going to be big during that time period. Let's go to your person now. Let's shits for giggles them. Thoughts. Their thoughts towards you, Gemini. 9 of Swords reversed. They're thinking. Obstacles and suspicions here. They're depressed. They're probably sad. They're feeling pretty down and out, a bit slumpish. So they're trying to break through the state of isolation. They're trying to reach out for help. They're thinking about trying to reach out an olive branch here, Gemini. And it might be something extremely small, very brief text like HAR, how are you? No question mark, no F is this, no anything, just something very small. My advice from Spirit here for Gemini, if you get a weird, funky text or even a blank text, but you have that feeling, you know it's from them, obviously a number or something, yeah, but you have that feeling to respond, Gemini, I strongly applaud you too, even if it's just something as HRU question mark, really? Okay, do you get what I mean? Like just asking them how they really are, just as a response tactic. I don't know why, but Spirit is showing me this would only be for like literally one person out there, but Spirit is showing me your person. There's a specific individual out there that this message is for, and your person, you'll know if this is you, you'll know, trust me, you'll feel it and you'll be so pulled to it. But there is your person is going through a serious depression or like state, maybe mental illness not diagnosed or some sort of disassociation, mental issue. I don't want to get too into all of this labeling of, I'm not into all of that, but look it up if you don't know what I'm talking about, okay? There is some serious characteristics and or tendencies that are coming out, being exposed. People may be in denial of this. If you get a feeling, weird text message, and this person is just showing any of the things I'm talking about, please do as follows and seek medical advice for them, help for them, okay? But as I said, that is one specific message from Spirit for one person. Or the general consensus for this reading, though. This person's thoughts, they are in a depressed and sad and like state, okay? Not a manic type thing, general depression. We all get that. We have sad days. We are human. The 9 of Swords reversed, it's saying that they are struggling, though, to see a way out, okay? To see the light at the end of the tunnel. As I said, the general consensus is nothing really too serious, because in a couple of days they're going to bounce right back and just go back into their flow, as most people do when they have a bit of a, we've all been there. But for some, they can't do that, and that's who that other message was for. But the general consensus is, they're going to have a couple of days really, pulling it apart, up in their head, bit frantic, and might be some weird text messages, really oddball thing, just coming out of nowhere, and you might be scratching your head off. What the shiznick is that about? Their feelings. Sorry. For person's feelings towards Gemini, Queen of Pentacles. Now, I do love this because the person might always knows about the Queen of Pentacles deck we're using standard rate of white today, but this woman is in a rock or cemented type home. Always going through it, around it, to the ground of it, it's always these beautiful vines, these vine-like flowers, abundance, beautiful green, earthy colours, with always a backdrop of either like yellow, orange, sunsetty colours of amberous beauty. But always she's sitting with head down, back sort of crunched, forward leaning, in the beautiful hand-to-lap embrace of Pentacles. This doting pose of like a mother with a child, or first nano-grandmother becoming inheritant of that role, in their first grandchild being born. That feeling of kin, of joining, of connection, of heritage, of family. Twitching on that pentacle, looking at such grace, such joy, such abundance, such opulence, such optimism, such richness, such like a new parent with a child. Queen of Pentacles to me is the most dotingest mother at the most grounded of foundation. Most generous, the most full of prosperity and abundance, and sharing in that material and sentimental wealth with others, with that love of luxury for themselves and comfort, yes, but not in a snobby, like rubbing a face kind of way. They just have a particular lifestyle, but inside they're beautifully grounded, generously deep, and love abundant. Like she's doting on that pentacle. To me, it really feels that they dote upon you, and they feel so compelled. They feel so attached, like conjoined almost to you. It's like kindred spirit, kindred soul. I don't really know how to just so connected, like an invisible rubber band that spans the distance. And like you may fight and it may get a little loose, but it's always like a spiritual ESP type connection. I don't really know how else to explain that. If anyone wants further explanations, hit me up in the comments down below afterwards, and I'll try to explain that a little bit better. Sorry. Yeah, I can't. I don't think I'm reiterating that very well, but yeah, hopefully you do sort of get the gist. Your person's intentions, Gemini, towards you is, of course, the Three of Wands. I love this because the Wands is fire, it's this passion, a desire, devotion. It's hot, baby. And when this baby comes in their intentions, it's telling me that they will wait. They will wait so long for you, their big darling ship, to come home to dock, to enjoy the abundance, enjoy the desire, enjoy the passion of those wands. There is a lot of intention here. A lot of intention getting big up in here. Big passion energy, I would definitely say. And they're waiting at Shaw's dock for you to come into dock to meet with them. The Three of Wands is an individual here waiting for ships to come in, the book is saying. Why? Because he's done the work. He's done the labour. He's got his goods all packaged, ready to go on the boat overseas to be sold. He's now waiting for that big, beautiful ship with all his abundance, all his hard work, all of his profit, all of his gains to come back to him to give him the money and monetary means that he earned for his work, endeavors, passions, dreams. Now, this is all good, well, and wonderful. The only thing that some people will miss with this card is there is an underlying message with that. How long do you wait for a ship to come in? Days? Do you stand there at shore, not eating, drinking, sleeping, wishing, hoping, dreaming, thinking, desiring? How long do you wait for a ship to come in with only those desires, that passion, that drive, that intention, but without actually seeing any boat? Do you get where I'm going here, guys? I know. Redsky has the most roundabout, weirdest way of explaining her readings. But if you think like me, you might have a half-assed chance of understanding. If you don't, I do apologize. My sense of humor is wicked and weird. But their passion is woohoo. Their intention is hee, and they really do have a lot for you. But they are waiting at Doc Shore. They are waiting with their intentions, like the wands in his hands. Big, abundant, obvious, and they're waiting there for you. That consensus of will you come because your intentions, 10 of cups, the moon, you're a bit like sketchy on this ship. You're a bit like, really? You got 3 wands up there for me, or you gonna like, what's going on here? You're questioning a lot. You're very sketchy on this, about whether they're genuine. The most important 2 cards, though, so far up to this point of the reading is these 2 babies, because this is Gemini's energy and this person's energy smashing, crashing, coming together, merging, and moving forward. What would that outcome be? We have, and I do believe, as I may have said before, the last reading before, they had these 2 cards. I do believe, I could be wrong, but I would put a 20 on it, put a red back on it. That God is telling me, Samuel's coming through, he's saying, here you go, 20. Yeah. I think he was a drinker in a past life because he's looking at me like bar time. He knows I don't drink. Anyway, the Hanged Man reversed. The Hanged Man, sorry. Well, he is reversed, but, in its normal way. Hanging from the tree of life. Wisdom. Sacrifice. Going into oneself. Going deep into oneself to acquire the knowledge, to acquire the clarity even, not even hear it, but to understand it. That's the big thing a lot of people don't understand with Hanged Man. It's not only about going within inside self to get to listen to the answers. That's all good and well. You can listen to the cows come home. But if you're not centered, if you're not in a clear clarity space to receive it, it's all going to sound like gargled chicken, like talking underwater. You're going to resonate none, hun. And even less than that will stick or stain. It's like you can't make it audible. There's sound, but unless you can tune into that station, it's just static, baby. It's white noise. It's about not only doing the act, but bringing it into the point of having completeness here. Not just by mind, not just by self, not just by knowledge, thought, theory, passion, desire, not from it all. With the earth energy of foundational grounding, rootedness, abundance, making it all come in, understanding it all, formulating it all, moving forward with it all, and creating that shift. And being so strong in self, we know this because of the sacrifices, knowing when to do them, knowing when to listen, when to go. The Hanged Man, spiritually aligned with wisdom, knowledge, and self, just really of self, believing in self, being a part of self, so grounded, so understanding. They do not need to question. Why would they? They know it, they feel it, they are it, they will bring it. Why? Four of Cups. Now, this at first confused me a little bit because I was like, huh? But then I kind of understood, and then Spirit reiterated something else to me, which I'll get to in a moment because one of my guides is being a bit naughty at the moment, so teaching him a lesson, just being a little ignorant. So we have banter here today. The Four of Cups. I call this my mech card. Why, you ask? Easy. This individual is sitting under a tree. That's all good and well. We have three lovely abundant cups lined up like tequila shots on the bar. And we have, oh, hello, companion, big fluffy white cloud. What the heck is that? Rather amusing, it's got my attention. However, this individual doesn't even bother to glaze or glance or acknowledge or even give two shits of a two hoots what that cloud is doing, that the cloud is even there, that there's even these cups here. Meh. I sit with arms folded, legs crossed. Yeah, that's all nice and good and well. Maybe I'll catch the next train. Maybe I'll take the next drink. Maybe I'll take the next. Yeah, when I feel like it. It's a lack of motivation. It's a lack of passion. It's a lack of direction. It's just meh. It's flat as a flat tire and less fizz than cola 3 days in with the lid off. Yeah, that bad. Now everyone understands. I feel like cola 3 days in, but having quite a few of them actually, but not even being bothered enough to acknowledge, let alone think or consider or even understanding any of them. Maybe that's why the hangman is sort of coming through. You need to start understanding these things. Both of you, both sides of the fence. This is here. This is not one either or. This is everything. Both of you. There needs to be more understanding here. More consensus here. Mind, body, spirit. I'm sort of aligning. As I said before, the bottom of that deck was the Eight of Pentacles. Skill, motivation through hard work, skill, working out painful. Okay, let's clarify this reading for Gemini, being sun, moon, rising. Okay, we're going to try and ignore my guide for now because he's a right bad. Gemini, sun, moon, and rising for May. Spirits and guides and Liliana, if you're around. I ask for clear and precise messages with clarification of the for my dearest darlings, Geminis and their person. This is the connection script we're clarifying for Gemini and their person for the month of May 2021. Another one of my guides has just come through and she goes, don't worry, I'll handle it. So she's just come through to from my other guide away to assist with additional messages for us today. So let's continue. Gemini thoughts, Three of Pentacles reversed, backed by my King of Pentacles reversed, the World, and Two of Pentacles. Okay, Gemini's feelings, which was abundant, with abundance. Two of Wands reversed, Three of Swords. We had Five of Wands reversed, Seven of Swords. Wand, sword, wand and sword. Wand and sword. It's a wand and sword. I didn't realize that before. Wand, sword, wand, sword. Reverse wand, upright sword. Reverse wand, upright. No shit. You guys see that? Reverse wand, upright sword. Reverse wand, upright sword. It's a freaking pattern. You're feeling in patterns, Gemini. Holy shit. Like beats of a drum. You're rhythmically flowing. Yeah, I know you're probably all laughing. Hit me up in the comments after May and tell me what happened. I'm just tripping. I trust my guides and my intuition above pushing my advice. Today, anyway. All right. Well, I'll see if I can get more clarification on that. But honestly, geez, I think I just had like a bit of a light bulbing moment. But All right, so 5 of Cups, 10 of Wands. And that 10 is, that's, I'll explain it after. Intentions now for Gemini. Could you please clarify that 10 of Cups reverse with the moon energy? Thank you, Leona and Spirit and guys. Gemini person towards this connection with the 10 of Cups reverse with the moon energy. Could you please clarify these 2 cards? The intentions of Gemini. Thank you. Oh, gee. 10 of Pentacles reversed and 3 of Wands reversed would be 7 of Cups reversed. Okay. Gemini's person now, thank you, Spirit. This person, their thoughts towards Gemini, we have the 9 of Swords reversed. Thank you, Spirit. Because of the 4 of Wands reversed. Okay. This person's feelings towards Gemini, we had the Queen of Pentacles, back to 9 of Wands. The intentions this person has towards Gemini. Okay, wow, messages. We had that 3 of Wands, as I was just saying, and it's the 8 of Cups reversed. That is actually very good. Cup. I'm going to explain some synchronicities at the end of this bit or the next part of this reading. Gemini, sorry that this reading will be going out for a bit longer. It's become extremely interesting. The outcome of Gemini's energy and this person coming together, moving forward. 4 of Cups and the Hangman and clarification please. Thank you. Okay. Just hearing from Spirit because I want me to actually take these 2, but I'm going to put these 2 aside here because they're saying that they want that red separately for some reason. That's why they've come out. I don't know why because they don't have placements, but we hold. Okay, the bottom of the second deck, the foundation of this reading, we are getting a little bit dark. Sorry, Gemini. Is the King of Wands upright. The underlying energy, this reading, this deck, sorry, it's part of the reading, is wisdom and compassion. Trying to remember above all that, yes, we may have hurt feelings, yes, we may be tired, angry, vicious, pissed, vengeful, and soaked in blood. But we must have some fucking compassion here. We are all human. We are do all make mistakes. We do all want to live a good and prosperous life. And I think what you're realizing, this energy here is just live and let live, coexist via not necessarily joint understanding and or spirituality, thought, feeling, etc., but due to mutual respect of person, self, and living being. If you cannot get anywhere like further than that, I think this is more of a message outside of this love connection. Like I'm seeing here, Spirit is sort of relaying to me connections around the connection. So I'm seeing you and your person in the middle of like a circular connection. Then you got the second circle, which would be maybe your children and or your parents, right? And then that circle breaks off, which would be the extended family, aunts, uncles, cousins, their family, the dogs, the cats, and all the budgies and stuff. In this beautiful Orionistic circular moving part. I'm seeing here there is some people situations where it's like we're never going to agree, we're never going to be in that alignment of understanding, but we can at least have enough respect, enough understanding to coexist and that to be enough. Let's start at back of them to the beginning. Wow, so many messages. Alright. Thoughts, Gemini, thinking. We are thinking initially 3 of Pentacles reverse, thoughts, sloppiness, mediocre, not doing it to highest of good or to highest of much of anything. Why? Because 2 of Pentacles, the world, King of Pentacles, reverse. 2 of Pentacles, balance, gaiety, movement, trying to keep it all inconsistent when there's difficulties and worries surmounting. keeping it flowing, trying to keep it afloat, keeping it balanced when everything is moving back and forth like a shaky skittle. It ain't easy, people. We are thinking the world. We want this freaking cycle to hurry up and come to an end. We're sick of this back and forth, to and fro, just to just. We want some fucking result here. We want some sort of completion here. The world is all about the cycle. You know, it comes in, it runs through, it's beginning, middle, then the end, completion, the cycle. And this is what we're wanting a bit of here, a bit of solace in success, in assurance that we've earned rewards here. We have worked through stuff. We've been successful with the completion of the matters at hand. We've done the work. Let us have the abundance, or at least the rest. King of Pentacles reversed. Otherwise, we may just get a little bit corrupt and dangerous at it. Because when Gemini can't think their way out of, can't get it to come in right, they will burn everything to the ground and go rogue. The King of Pentacles, when he's reversed, he is corrupt as shit. He becomes he has a real materialistic approach to life and leaves you dull, open to corruption, leads you down the garden path of misery, poorness, bad health. He is most unstable, no foundation or no roots in anything kind of a person. No line in the sand, he's extremely corrupt, used, abused. Feelings, I'm not going to grab all the cards, remember, 2 of Wands reversed, 3 of Swords, 5 of Wands reversed, 7 of Swords, that love of yours. Yes, the feelings of Gemini was much and many, and then we clarify with more. The 5 of Cups and the 10 of Wands, Gemini. Okay. Let me stop breathing for a second when these came out. That 5 of Cups, because I was just like, loss and regret. This is mourning, the connection of feelings. Feelings, you're rife with feelings right now, Gemini. They're deep. They are overriding you. They really are. 5 of Cups is so much being overcome by melodical and regret and just so overcome with grief, sadness, loss, regret, remorse, that you feel that your life lacks any meaning. You feel so disassociated, so alone, so remorseful, regretful, and just in that space of that grief, of that turn of grief. 10 of Wands. It's okay. Yes, it has been a fucking heavy burden to carry all these wands. All these wands, all these ambitions, all this potential, all of this obligation, all of this life leads to a lot of stuff in disguise and stress. The 10 of Wands, is all about a person of power and fortune. Got to remember to let the blessings be no burden to you. Do not misuse your power. Think of it as abundance. Don't look at it as a burden. The simplest way to turn it around is to turn around the mindset. Everything looks up after them. The mind is so damn powerful. It can make it or break it just by the thought of it. Intentions now, and that's very on point with that. 10 of Cups reversed with the Moon was your intentions, Gemini, towards this connection. So we had clarifying that. 10 of Pentacles reversed, 3 of Wands reversed, backed by 7 of Cups reversed. So we had 10 of Cup reversed first, 10 of Pentacle reversed to clarify that. 2 tens now on the ground, one of earth, one of water, one of passionate love, one of monetary and material and security. Okay, definitely completion coming in your intentions, Gemini. You're completing it through multiple different elements, even you are firming shit up and making shit stick, making decisions and making it firm. Gemini, this 10 of Pentacles, this is really, when it's reversed, it's talking about a lot of hazard here, poor risk. There are aspects of your home life which are not as secure as you would like. This will or could lead to monetary loss and or robbery and or stress strain on material prosperity. Abundance will be through monetary means. 3 of Wands reversed. There is slow improvements coming through here, but you are in danger of falling victim to your own fantasies. It is pointless to aim for what can never be, and for seeing people for what they are truly not. You cannot change the person, you must take them the way they are, not for the potential they could have. That is not the person they are today, now, here. People change, people grow, people become monsters, people become angels. People live, people die. Change, inevitable, it will never be any other way, and change is life. Constant change we go through, regardless whether we want it, hate it, like it, lump it, stiff shit it. 7 of Cups reverse. We do have so much willpower, desire here, Gemini. We are so fucking determined, but we do need some strength of will and determination to overcome the tendencies to self-delusionize here and to be elusive, to go flippy floppy, have so much intention and then, go to water. Scaredy lion, scaredy cat. Tensions, Gemini, is you want something, you're scared though, you worry about this deception. But you love it, you got a lot of passion for it, you got a lot of desire for it, you got a lot of attention for it, you're feeding a lot to it. But you're scared, Gemini. You're scared. I really don't know what the hell has got you so ghost spectator, Gems, because really ain't no need for all that, honeys, The 5 of Cups, I know you are hurt, I get that. You really hurt, Gemini, the 5 of Cups, that loss, the misery, whether the loss has happened or whether it's just the fear of the loss, and just the fear of the loss is so burdensome, you feel crippled, you feel really embarrassed, and Gemini doesn't feel really embarrassed. There's some tension though. 10, Moon, 10, 3 of Wands, 7 of Cups. I want all of this, but I'm scared. I'm scared of this being taken from me, but I desire it. I love it. I want it. I want to have it, and I want it now. I need it, gut want to have it. It's kind of, yeah. Let's get off to your person now in just a moment. Let me have a sip of my drink. Your person now, Gemini. Thoughts. We had that 9 of Swords reversed initially. That was really speaking an atonement. Really having a lot of obstacles and suspicion here and there. Thought your person did a lot of suspicion, a lot of up in their head, really overdoing the obstacles, overdoing the suspicion, feeling very depressed. They're trying to break through the isolation in their mind, the isolation they've imprisoned themselves in. They will come through this soon. Guidance and reassurance is needed for them during this time of mental health, I want to say. 4 of Wands reversed. To clarify this, reversed disturbance and insecurity. In their thoughts, they feel so unstable. so insecure, so abandoned, perhaps almost borderline as well. So this is really saying don't overestimate your ability. Your ideas are artificial and dull. You are insecure and uneasy, and therefore you're all a bit of a race pace. Your inconsistencies are leaving you really unstable a bit. You're flipping from one thing to another. This person is towards you, Gemini, and Gemini move fast, air energy, fastest for Mercury's their ruler, communicator, galore. No one can communicate better than the Gemini. No one can move faster and forward than the Gemini. But when someone does do both at the same time faster than Gemini freak the fuck out because they don't hear it right. I think that's the thing. It's that deal with headlights syndrome. It's spooked. It's how it's spooking. But the feelings are still looking quite strong. The person's feelings for you are being quite championized here. Their thoughts are erratic, weird, and strange, and back and forth and wishy-washy. But their feelings are concreted by passion. That Queen of Pentacles, remember how I was saying about doting on it, loving connection, being very generous, just handling that pentacle like a child, etc. Backed by Knight of Wands, Knights, movement, Wands, fire. Second fastest of the nights. He works by days in length of time. So pretty quick. Pretty quick. But the most important thing about this Knight of Wands is that when he comes in, he's all about the departure or an absence or to let go. To let go of that attachment, of passion, of self, of desire, of creation, whatever. To let go of that fucking pentacle. She cannot hold on to that pentacle forever. Let me explain. You are not afraid of the unknown. You love travel and may feel bewilderment abroad, but you cannot hold on to a pentacle forever. Yes, that pentacle gives you so much security. Yes, it gives you so much abundance and joy. Yes, you just love its little round body and its beautiful glow. But you cannot hold on stroking a pentacle forever. No matter how much joy, abundance, and beauty it gives you. Because things are always changing. Things are always moving. A journey, whether it's forwards, backwards, inside out, left or right. That's not the point. It's constantly changing. It's constantly moving. And as much as you want to hold on to that pentacle and freeze frame that time, that moment, and make a reality long term, you can't hold a pentacle forever. Eventually, there's got to be some movement here. Things are going to change. There's got to be a journey, an advancement, or a rupture, or a movement, or a match getting lit and some passion being set up on that for something else. Either something will change or things within it, so it evolves, or it will completely stagnate out and cease to evolve at all. This person intentions towards Gemini. Initially, we had that Three of Wands. This is clarified by the Eight of Cups reversed. I love this because it's such a direct message. It's almost like a blind man could see it. The Three of Wands is I'm waiting for my ships to come in. And the Eight of Cups is without, I would bet my house on it. It's always, I am not leaving. I will stay. Hell or high water, I will grit. I will bear. I will buckle down. Do what is needed to be done until full success is obtained. Until this has read its course. Until I get the fucking result I want. This person is like, no, this ship is fucking coming in whether I've got to swim out to through the Black Sea or through the Bermuda Triangle of hell. So I can hook onto it and, pull it in to store myself. My intention is I want my ship, and I am not leaving, stopping until I get it. It's a lot of devotion. It is a lot of um, big decision. Big. It's firm. It's very firm. It's like this is it, and that's it. There's no deviating. There's no way around it. And again, that outcome keeps staring me in the face. Honestly, I swear it was another's before. The Hangman, Four of Cups, going into self knowledge, spiritual enlightenment, sacrifice, understanding, all of it. Four of Cups, having options, very meh. Got a lot of options, not really entertaining me, not right now, maybe later. Very bored. Don't give a shit, basically. Clarified by Wheel of Fortune and the Knight of Cups reversed. It's crazy because this is saying yes, you can sit there meh, letting all this abundance, options, opulence, creativeness, love, joy, devotion, family, whatever it is, float on by like a sweet ginger pie. But at the end of the day, the will is here, and the will is the way everything spins in a cycle of a day. Why? Let me explain. Fortune and conclusion, baby. It is the beginning of a new cycle here. Destiny may bring gains or losses, wins or defeats, but the unexpected is coming. Be prepared, it's going to occur, you're going to get a chance to spin the wheel of chance, baby. As I said, the result, it is not on the cards at all, because that's not what this card is about. It's about being gifted with divine opportunity to be grafted a chance. It doesn't matter if it's a win or a loss. It's about the fact you've got the opportunity, baby. Why? Knight of Cups reverse. Cup, water. Third fastest of the night. It goes air, fire, water, earth is before elements, and their speeds and time frames are hours, days, months, years. So water. Third, what did I say? Months. Time frame, therefore, of the Knight of Cups is time frame of months. We're going to get a chance to spin that big badass wheel. Maybe bring us in some abundance. Maybe bring us in a free drink. Maybe bring us in a lifetime of wealth, abundance, and beautiful women. Or it could bring us something else. The Knight of Cups is reversed. It speaks an atonement to deception and fraud. You have a problem sorting fact from fiction, right from wrongs, understanding the differences, the indifference at times, and your is misleading. Wanting something, don't understand how to get it. Don't understand how to get it, but wanting something, not understanding how these things join and how one relation can lend itself to another. How an action can have a reaction, for example. Having a chance to spin the wheel and say you were rich doesn't make you a desirable person. Not to people that really count. Being a good, honest individual that is true of self, of intent, and true of worth, however it is. When the Knight of Cups is on his head, he really is up his ass. Why? Because he don't really give two shits. He's egotistic, he's full of self, and he is a little jackass. He's a little donkey's ass. Because he thinks he's better than it, he is more than it, all of it. I'm not really doing anything much for it, not even spinning a wheel. It's a real gross amount of me, self. Damn them all, they're not even in the thought process kind of thing. Now, Gemini, I'm going to go to those other two cards that did fall. That's where it said for me to ignore until the very end of the reading. And I must admit, I nearly did. And I've only just now actually looked at them. And they are very interesting, Gemini. Spirit told me to read you these two cards separately for the reading. These fell out with the Knight of Cups and Wheel of Fortune as the energy moving forward. The Spirit was very direct with saying, don't even look at them, put them aside. But they must be read together at the end. So let me do that for you. Queen of Pentacles. Above all else and above all other knowings, we do know about this Queen of Pentacles. Doting, prosperity, generosity, doting on that pentacle. Really loving that abundance, loving that grounding. Loving the fact that you are able to share your material wealth with others, your love of luxury, your comfort, your joy, your opulence, and you are very devoted, loving by doing so. Then we go to the Pentacle, the Seven of Pentacles. Ingenuity and growth. The Seven of Pentacles, ingenuity and growth. This individual is looking at all of his monetary and or material means all occurred during his time of life, wealth, working, whatever. Clumped it all up into one big clump, pulled it all together, and is looking at it with true eyes of self, of honesty, looking at all of this material and monetary means, everything he's ever earned, gained, or experienced, or advanced, looking at it all in its full fruition, and looking and saying, is it enough? Is it enough for security? Is it enough for ingenuity and growth? If you hesitate or stop now at your hard work, it will all be wasted. Now is the time to apply energy to this, to make more pentacle, to make this pentacle work harder, longer, stronger, faster. What's that song? That don't kill me, make me stronger. That song. I'm terrible with music and singing, so I do apologize for that. But yeah, that song is really that's really at the forefront here. You just got to push through, work harder, more methodical, more logical. Like that pentacle work for you, baby. And if you can do that, not only will you be so much more abundant in that material and asset when we come into June, your birthday, which I think is why Spirit gifted me these additional cards for you, Gemini, to give you a bit of a heads up on what's coming. This is more on a personal level for Gemini. I do believe these two additional cards, not so much of a personal or this connection, honest. But take it as it resonates. If it don't take it at all. And as I said, it could be for the person. Also, energy's flowing, my babes. But I have to say, Wands, Cups, and we're dealing with an air sign again. So you could have these prominent placements in your chart, but I'm not feeling that. I'm not feeling that these are prominent placements. These are attitudes, these are situations, these are properties and or opinions and or parts of other people's personalities, opinions around us. But most importantly, it is us, the couple, the connection, the sentiment. It is in it. It's a part of it. And Gemini, your feelings, good little forecast to start with. You're feeling way on high levels here at the moment during May. You are so high up in there. Now, I'm going to get a card for you and a card for your person, which I've done for all of the readings, but then after that, I'll find the Gemini additional. And one for Gemini's person, please, the additional message. For the month of May. Yay. And we do. For Gemini, we have for Gemini. Stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance, and it will be right romance. Don't settle for what you got or what you could have. Settle for divine joy and abundance and optimism and yeah, anything else you can think of. For person Gemini got calling in your soulmate, your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. And that's the other thing. Visualize, meditate, be one with self, because once you're one with yourself, it's more easier to understand not only what the fuck you feel, thinking and feeling, but to reiterate that to your significant other or person of interest, etc. And you may think, well, that's just a lot of work for such a little payoff. It is a huge payoff for hardly any work. And if you feel otherwise initially, then not. You've got shit twisted. Think about it. Don't understand it, watch the video again. Gemini, the extra I have for you is a beautiful card from the beautiful Spirit Guides deck. This is the beginning of your birthday month, of course. May is when Gemini season starts. I'm a Gemini sign Venus. You are the last sign to be done, and you are my last live. So for today, not forever, good Lord, no. Can't keep a good Gemini down there, hell no. But I just felt a pull for some reason to grab this deck, so I went. And my Gemini, just as Spirit had asked me to. And immediately this card has come out on top of the bundle. It shows its beautifulness to me, and these cards are divine. So Gemini, you've got a rattlesnake. So your spirit guide for the month of May is the rattlesnake. The experiences that you've presently going through are an indication into fulfilling your purpose as a healer. The rattlesnake. Month of May. Let me get the full book meaning. Just take a little second. I know I've spreaded this reading out so far. I do apologize, Gemini, but no, I don't actually. I do need another coffee. It's after 6 a.m. now. Hang on a sec. Before my 5 children and my twins wake up, good Lord help me. Need a lot more of that. Put Joe on the coffee. Rattlesnake, the experiences that you're presently going through are an indication into fulfilling the healer. The foundation for compassion is an awareness that suffering is a part of life, whether through the empathetic appreciation of another's being in pain or the experience of having suffered oneself, and which beings haven't at times felt pain or of living on this planet. The deeper you go into the soul of another, the more you can feel what they feel. You paradoxically maintain a certain distance for objectivity. A true healer must heal from the heart, no matter what technological, logistical, physical, or shamanic tools they use. The experiences they're going through now or have just completed are all a preparation for you to open your heart to the suffering around you and do your part in elevating it. You'll find that you're increasingly being asked to offer your time and energy to help heal others, including not only people, but also animals, plants, beings, trees, people, and ultimately our beautiful Earth Mother. Some of this healing power will go to mend the rifts that exist between races, ethnicities, and other species in general. You'll notice more and more how often your hands will spontaneously feel energized, experiencing it as heat or a tingling-like sensation. This is the power of spirit working through you. Allow it to guide you in whatever the focus of your healing is, whether simply placing a hand on the shoulder of a friend in need, or more extensively and directly involving yourself in another's being's health and relieving them of pain and suffering. The associations with this card is intuition, health, healing, respect, transformation, resuscitation, shredding, detachment, death, rebirth, sexuality, renewal, transformation, clearing, sensitivity, agility, wisdom, creativity, and primordial energy and primal health. Wow. Gemini, the rattlesnake. That had so much more to say than what I thought it would. And very powerful. I love this. If you haven't used it, haven't seen it, don't know what it is, where it is, check out one of my videos. an oracle guide. So I did a little bit of thinking on that. It's a beautiful day. Thank you to Stephen D. Farmer. Good job. And I'm serious, good job. But even bigger, hoo-ha's and hoorays to Gemini. Thank you so much for joining me. And happy birthday for the May month as we go into Gemini season. I do wish you all the wealth, health, and abundance, and much more class than ours, Gemini. Thank you. Like, share, subscribe. Red Teeth, righteous readings, raw and righteous. Thank you, guys. May you all be well and look after each other.